Just look at it all. It's so green.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking ahead to the games we can't wait to play in 2024. If a game doesn't have a release window of at least next year, it sadly couldn't be considered.
Are you ready for what you will find here?
What we will find.
Number 10, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
By taking tours only available in Hawaii, you can change into brand new jobs.
Formerly known as Yakuza, this Sega-published RPG series has grown more popular with every release. Although we just got a new entry with the 2023 spin-off The Man Who Erased His Name, fans are understandably ecstatic for a mainline installment. Infinite Wealth follows the protagonist of 2020's Like a Dragon as he teams up with the main character from the original series to find his missing mother. In addition to Japan, the game will take us to Hawaii as we undoubtedly navigate a criminal underbelly. However, the franchise's wacky shenanigans and over-the-top minigames will be out in full force. The franchise only seems to get better, so Infinite Wealth will be a great start to the gaming year when it launches in early 2024. Number 9, Avowed. Skyrim might remain the king of first-person fantasy RPGs among a sea of copycats, but we've got a good feeling about Avowed. Announced back in 2020, the game is being developed by Obsidian Entertainment. The studio has an excellent track record, having given us gems like Fallout New Vegas and The Outer Worlds. However, Avowed will also be set in the same universe as their beloved Pillars of Eternity series, which should please longtime fans. While there's still a decent amount we don't know, including a definitive release date, the studio's caliber and the allure of another wondrously magical world to get lost in is enough for us.
So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
Number 8, Princess Peach, Showtime.
One day, a loyal toad presented a flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater.
While Princess Peach is often the damsel, Nintendo has let her join the heroes in several recent titles, including 2023's Super Mario Bros. Wonder. But with Showtime, she'll have a game all to herself. The stage play-themed adventure will only be the second solo game she's received following 2005's Super Princess Peach. Even if that wasn't the case, we'd be delighted with what we've seen so far. With a new group of villains taking over a theater, Peach will wear various outfits with different abilities for each game. Yes, it's adorable, but it also seems incredibly imaginative. We're expecting the same level of charm always found in Mario, and we doubt Nintendo will disappoint.
Our leading lady is ready for the spotlight. Princess Peach, Showtime.
Number 7, Earthblade. Not only was Celeste one of the best games of 2018, it was one of the best platformers in recent memory. So you can imagine our joy when we learned the studio was working on a Metroidvania. Earthblade will see players return to a desolate Earth and explore the ruins left behind. Utilizing a gorgeous pixel art style once again and reteaming with genius composer Lena Raine, Earthblade looks to offer a bit more action than its predecessor. While the indie scene is a tad crowded with Metroidvanias, we'd be shocked if developer Extremely OK Games didn't find a way to stand out. And we're downright jittery with excitement to see how when it launches sometime next year. Number 6, Star Wars Outlaws.
If I want to survive, I have to play their game.
Star Wars has one of the more unique criminal underworlds in pop culture, but letting us explore that while also being set right after The Empire Strikes Back? Sign us up. Outlaws follows Kay Vess as she's pulled into an enticing heist plot. Published by Ubisoft and developed by Massive Entertainment, the studio behind The Division, it promises plenty of thrills to match the setup. Trailers have shown high-speed chases, tense blaster action, and some branching dialogue paths to spice things up. The open world will take us to familiar locales as well as completely new ones. Hopefully it'll bring enough new and old to please the fanbase. Though it doesn't have an exact release date, we stand at the ready.
You'll never look over your shoulder again.
Number 5, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. With a focus on Norse mythology, a supremely crafted atmosphere, and a stunning performance from Melina Jurgens, the first Hellblade was an impressive display. Players have been waiting since the sequel's 2019 announcement to get another taste, and we pray to Odin that the wait is almost over. The first game did a fantastic job blending Norse elements with Senua's psychosis, leading to trippy visuals and lending every area a definite sense of dread. The sequel sees Senua head to Iceland this time, and while a fair amount of the story remains a mystery, the less we know the better. As long as Ninja Theory brings the same caliber as the first, we'll be pleased.
Chase me! Run!
Number 4, Tekken VIII. Tekken is one of the most enduring fighting franchises around, and by the looks of the 8th mainline installment, that doesn't look to be changing anytime soon. The game picks up 6 months after the events in Tekken VII and offers several new promising features. Director Katsuhiro Harada has called this game more aggressive thanks to a heat state mechanic, which can alter a fighter's moveset and deal extra damage. Tekken VIII is also the first major fighter designed in the relatively new Unreal Engine 5. Not only are the visuals incredible, but players will enjoy destructible environments as their fights progress. Thankfully, we won't have much longer to wait as Tekken VIII launches January 26th. Number 3, Rise of the Ronin. From Dead or Alive to Neo, Team Ninja rarely misses, and the studio's next looks to be one of its most thematically and narratively rich. In Rise of the Ronin, we'll explore Japan during the late 19th century in the midst of a civil war. In addition to playing through this historic period, we'll be able to alter the story by choosing who to side with. While the story sounds grounded, gameplay is the same level of flair the team is known for. Development started way back in 2015, and it's been called the studio's most ambitious game by director Fumihiko Yasuda. We're currently in a new golden age of ninja and samurai games, so we're excited to see what Ronin brings to the table.
Your time has come.
Number 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Ready to fire, sir.
Welcome to the New World Order.
The original Final Fantasy VII remains one of the strongest installments in the long-running franchise, and the first entry in the remake trilogy was a phenomenal effort in bringing it into the modern age. Rebirth picks back up on Cloud and the Avalanche team as they continue their fight against Shinra. While the first game mostly stuck to the events in Midgar, Rebirth will expand on the world outside its walls as seen in the original. Seeing how Square Enix revisited and changed elements from the groundbreaking title almost made it an entirely new experience. It was a wonderful mashup, flooding players with nostalgia as well as excitement at the new possibilities. When Rebirth releases, we have no doubt it'll be even better.
Those you fear, those you love.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The Plucky Squire, an indie adventure with a delightful style.
From the villainous sorcerer, Hungrum.
Unicorn Overlord, a tactics RPG inspired by gems of the 90s.
Ring of Legend lighting his path. That is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage.
Paper Mario: The 1000-Year Door. The fan-favorite entry is coming to Switch. Vampire: The Masquerade, Bloodlines 2. After a troubled development period, the vampiric action RPG launches late 2024. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, the long-awaited next chapter in the alternate history FPS. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Hades 2. While Hades 2 only has an early access release window for 2024, we couldn't give the top spot to anything else. Supergiant Games knocked it out of the park with the first game in every single category. The roguelike mechanics offered plenty of variety with godly boons, and each Greek figure was wonderfully characterized and voice acted. The story about Hades' son trying to escape the underworld was a stroke of pure genius with this particular game, as every death expanded on the narrative and relationships of the characters. The sequel follows Zagreus' sister Melinoe, as she hunts the Titan of Time, Cronus. Here's hoping it isn't in early access as long as the first, because everyone will want to get their hands on it.
He is time itself, and time cannot be stopped.
Which game are you most excited to play in 2024? Let us know in the comments.
So, where do we go next?
Anywhere we want.
Check out these other great clips from Mojo Plays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.